Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking for an immediate message for you, and we're going to look at the week ahead. Now, I always post these readings on Sunday. Now, it is possible that some of you are watching this on Vimeo. YouTube are having upload problems, and I've been aware of this for a few days. I have literally not been able to upload any videos, and so, or any new videos. Fortunately, I'd already scheduled a short on Saturday, but because I can't access that, hopefully it's fixed by Sunday and you are watching this on YouTube. But if you are not, then welcome to Vimeo. I'm just using it because it has offered me an alternative platform where this is working and uploads are working. And if you're on Vimeo and you've never come across me before, well, welcome. I hadn't been expecting to post videos here, but here I am. So this is a weekly reading that I post every week. We've got 3 piles to choose from. I'm going to draw charms and runes as well, and in a moment as well I will also be doing an Ask the Universe, which pile is, or piles, sometimes it can be piles, are recommended for today's readings. So if you're not certain about your intuition, or you're feeling like you're having a wobble and you'd like just a little bit of a hand from the universe, we'll be doing that as well. So let me show you the cards first of all. So for pile 1 we have Peacock, Vibrancy. This is for pile 1. For pile 2, we have Hawk, Messenger. This is the card for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have Dragon, Supernatural. Pretty powerful cards, I have to say. So, very wow, actually. Now, these are timeless readings, so whenever you come to them, I always trust if you find a reading, it'll be right for you. But at the time of these, we are in a very powerful time. We are actually just past the equinox, the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. So let's just put these just here and let's draw your charms. I'm using the counters because it means you can see the charms much more easily. So pile 1, I think you've got 2. You've got a little Tudor rose, and you also have a key. Can you see those? Okay, then pile 2, you have 2 as well. Gosh, very large ones. You have a bat and a ship's wheel. I think we're going to have trouble getting them onto the little counter. Okay, but very exciting. Do you know, I don't think I've done a reading where 2 charms came through like this. And I think we've got the same. I think we actually have the same. Yeah, we do. And pile 3, you have an octopus and an anchor. Okay, so that is pile 3. Wow. This is a little bit different energy. Very interesting. Okay. Let's draw a charm. Oh, my apologies. Let's draw a rune. We've done the charms. Okay, so you have, for pile 1, you have Thurizaz Gateway. Okay. For pile 2, you have Kano. This is the rune of openings. It's actually this way up, actually. Kano, the rune of openings. Gosh, these are really powerful, actually, I have to say. It really feels like really significant kind of energy coming through today. I'm intrigued. You then have for pile 3 the blank rune. Wow, okay. So, my beautiful souls, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for returning, if you're returning to the channel and you're here. I know some of you, honestly, I'm so grateful and so humbled. I know some of you follow these readings every Sunday. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And yeah, if you're watching on Vimeo, thank you for coming over here. If you've come from YouTube, because I wasn't able to post there, hopefully I am going to be able to, but at this point I genuinely don't know. And you know, beautiful souls, if you're here on Vimeo and you have sort of discovered us, then welcome. I mean, it's really, really wonderful to be connecting with you all. Do check in on the main Moon Magic YouTube channel on YouTube, because we have a lot of readings there. So beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer. This will give you a little bit of time just to sit with your intuition. There's the charms to tune in with, there are the runes and the cards. And in a few moments, I'm also going to just check in and ask the universe as well. But I'm going to put that in a separate timestamp. And then I will move on to the readings. So beautiful souls, I will see you in a moment. Welcome everyone to the part of the video where we ask the universe. Now if you're new, this is on the homepage of my website, which is the moonmagicmastertarot.com website. It's where my courses run from. But this will allow you not only to find a pile, but also to find a reading. Obviously today we are just going to ask the universe to reveal a pile or piles for us. So I'm just going to press this. 2 and 3, this is what is being recommended. But Super Souls, you can go to my webpage anytime, to the homepage. If you're ever in need of a reading, you can literally press to find the pile and press to find a reading, and it will take you to one. So beautiful souls, the piles that are recommended today are piles 2 and 3. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I kind of want to say this feels to me to be super, super, super interesting. Now that might seem a strange thing to say, and if you know me, if you follow my readings, you'll know I'm quite often will say, gosh, this is so interesting, but it is. But I am super interested in this because Peacock Vibrancy, you were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Now, I feel as though this reading is telling me that you are literally at a gateway. I think you're about to step through a gateway. We've got a key here. What is really interesting with the Tudor Rose, my immediate connection to it, now this is only one of many, many connections we could make, but my immediate connection to this was the end of a conflict. A period of time where there's been a conflict. Somehow you are meant to shine, or, well, I'm sure you are meant to shine, but somehow it's as if something was in the way of your ability to shine. And I feel that you are at a gateway where you step through and beyond it. Be humble in your amazingness, but I do feel you are about to step through, or the energy feels really primed to step through. Now, we are in the, literally still just, in only just, but we're still in the 4-day window of the equinox, which is a very powerful time of turning. Okay, we've got Sacred Shepherdess guides you beyond. Yes, look at this. You are literally leaving something behind. And it was blocked. Something was blocked. There was a red light and you've moved beyond it. Or you are about to. You're literally stepping through that gateway. We have Remember Me, the Divine Mother Within. I am feeling this one as well. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. I love these cards. I absolutely love these cards. Let's put that down. I'm going to actually draw your tarot cards first. I've got more than one deck here. This is the Fairy Tale tarot. I'm going to use this first and then potentially a second deck if we need it. I'm actually seeing that doesn't feel right. you have the Four of Hearts, the Ace of Hearts, the Guide of Swords, the Nine of Crystals, Wishing Upon a Star, which is the star card in a traditional deck. You also have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay, let's put these, move these along. I think we can get one more in here. I wonder, can we do this? Can we maybe get those in like this? I think we can do that. Perhaps, yeah. In which case, no, that's going to work really well. I was going to say we might even have room for one more. Let's move that along a little bit. Let's do this. Let's kind of, oh, do you know, I feel like I want to fill the space. And maybe you're meant to step up and fill the space, or fill the space you were meant to fill in the first place, and you're coming here. May we kindly have one more card right now for my pile one. It is this one. And you have the Nine of Hearts. Oh my goodness me. I do feel this is like a ladder to success. If any of you are writing anything, if you're involved in writing anything, or you're interested in, or you're trying to negotiate some sort of contract. I was going to say some of you could even find a contract of something is maybe ending. So, something is ending. Because you're moving beyond a challenge or a difficulty or a block or something along those lines. And right now, gosh, right now, the energy is absolutely opening up for you. Be humble. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. I feel as though you might be rocketing, actually, to success, you know, a wish coming true. We've got the Nine of Crystals. This is the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. These are two amazing cards that really acknowledge success, but they acknowledge success because you did the work. You made it happen. I almost feel as though with the Seven of Swords, I think you've put in a lot of hard work, almost like behind the scenes. I think there have been times when you've gone over and above, and you know, lots of people would have just gone out and had a good time, but you've really you've stayed the course. I think you've stuck at something here. Okay, so I do feel that with Gateway, gosh, and especially with Sacred Shepherd Guides You Beyond, I think your primary message, you know, we're asking for an immediate message, something you need to know. I feel that something you need to know is that I almost want to say you are born to shine, and that you are literally on the verge of a gateway. You have, it's like, you know you've turned a corner. Everything is up from here on. That's what I feel I want to say. A conflict or a block, I feel it's very much behind you. It could even go way back to your roots, to childhood, where maybe you may have grown up in a world where your brightness was stifled. And it could also be for some of you that you've had a situation or a circumstance around you that almost replicated that maybe your brightness was stifled. But this is a real validation that you are here, you were born to shine and inspire. And I literally feel that from here on upwards, everything is up. Look in the mirror and see how amazing you are. Look at her looking at her reflection. I do feel you have come through some pretty big things. Some of you may even have literally sort of retreated a little bit. You could even have retreated into work. Maybe you were born into a world where you really felt as though, I don't know, that somehow, Yeah, just where your brightness was, I just feel there's something about your brightness has been stifled, and now that is over. It is as if you're being given a key to a gateway where everything now opens up. That I think is genuinely your message. Look at you moving. See, even this beautiful deer is hiding behind the tree. And this is like this incredible pathway to like a castle. We have this wishing upon a star, the star card. I feel the pathway to your dreams is now open. For some reason, something that may have previously been blocking you has been removed. Now, this could connect, if you're watching this as I'm uploading it, whether it's on YouTube, which I hope it is, or it's on Vimeo. But if you're watching this as I upload it, then the timing right now, we've just had literally the most major shift. I did a live collective reading on YouTube, and thank you so much, all of you who've looked at it afterwards and joined on the day, where we read cards together. I do this once a month. So if you are on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss one of those events. Now, and if you're on Vimeo, pop over to YouTube and check it as well, because it's an amazing thing when we read together. It really, really is. It's mind-blowing. The energy is just phenomenal. This is such a turning point. I think something's been removed. Let's see if we can get information about the week ahead. I feel this is literally telling you that something is no longer there to block you. It's behind you. Yes, look at this. The week now, I'm asking about the week ahead, but talk about it, getting a confirmation. And thank you so much. I feel very grateful. We've got the Six of Swords. This really is leaving something behind, moving forwards. And you have the Sun. Look what you're moving to. I'm going to take this one. The Ace of Pentacles. I think this week you're being encouraged, which is possibly why we have this Seven of Swords card. I think you are being encouraged to invest in something, to do something. Put pen to paper. If you've struggled with procrastination, I think procrastination is probably over now. Blocks have been removed. Gosh, look at this. You have the Three of Cups. There could be some form of collaboration or a celebration that comes. Something that you have previously invested in does actually reach I sort of want to say it doesn't reach its conclusion or its completion, but I think it reaches an exciting stage of development for some of you. That's exciting. That really is so exciting. Look at that. You have the Queen of Pentacles as well, and also the Magician. This is phenomenal. Wow. I think something comes to fruition this week for you. Something you have invested in, something you've worked in, and it is literally a gateway. It is a gateway to success. It is a gateway to wonderfulness. I think you're going to feel really, really good this week. Something you have, I genuinely think something you've worked at and worked for, whatever that may be in your own manifestations. I think it reaches a certain stage of completion this week, and I think it's phenomenal. Absolutely a really, really significant turning point. That's the gateway. And you're then in a position to sort of manifest it and take it further forwards to the next stage of its evolutionary growth and progression, whatever that may be. Truly, I think this is a very big turning point for you, and I think this is a really amazing week of celebration. Do please let me know in the comments what this is about for you, if you feel able. I love to hear what's going on. I can't reply to all your comments, but I do actually read them. So thank you. I mean, I think this is your reading. This is your week. It just feels mega exciting and mega fortuitous. Like really, this is a massive turnaround, a massive turning point. It's almost like if you were climbing a mountain. It's like you've not just got to base camp, but you've moved on. It's like you've got to a certain stage. You're halfway up the mountain. And, you can then really, really celebrate in terms of where you are before you move on to the next leg of the journey. I think this is a really, really exciting turning point for you. And what is wonderful is it is really leading to a huge amount of, I feel success, of you shining, of being visible in that. Pile 1, this is your reading. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for you to you for being here. If you are joining me on Vimeo, which is the first time I've ever uploaded one of these videos here, but if you've discovered us here on Vimeo, then welcome. Do check out the other channel. And if you are new to me, I do have a very, very, very big in-depth tarot course, which is currently half price, and you can pay for it in 6 monthly installments. That is a time-limited offer, so if you're interested in learning to read, or indeed you would like to potentially read professionally, because the course is designed to move people through to a career in tarot if they wish to take it in that direction, do check out the link below and check out the course. I am sending you all the love in the world, Pile 1. I think this is a really, really fab week for you. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Hawk Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. I think you're meant to steer your ship. Literally, steer your ship, set sail, get going, take flight. This bat is very definitely in flight. It's not sort of curled up and waiting. It's in flight. And Kano, the rune of openings, is it's like a new dawn. It's a really prosperous, bright, hopeful kind of energy. Literally, it's like if you have been walking through a valley and everything, there's a mist that is stopping you from seeing things. It's like the mist clears and the landscape is stunning. It's amazing. It's got that kind of energy about it. Hawk Messenger. I wonder if you also might receive a message of some sort. Let's see. Oh my goodness me. Now this is interesting. The slave dances into freedom. This is about getting something that enables you to move forwards. Wow, this is very, 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 very interesting. You then have tender trust, beloved body. You have she rides with wild spirit unbroken. Oh, wow. I wonder if we have room for one more card from this deck. Yes, Desert Harvest. Okay. Right. Well, this is a bit exciting. I might draw your tarot cards first, really, before I say too much. But pile 2, I think you actually are going to be given something. It could even be a message. You might receive a message that liberates you. Now, I need to find out a little bit more about that, but it literally could be like you receive a letter. For some of you, it could be an offer of something. Or it could literally be a message where something, I don't know, maybe if you've been struggling with a health issue, just as an example of the energy, if you were struggling with a health issue and you get the all clear. Likewise, it could be, if you've been struggling financially, it could be a job offer, or it could be some resources. Something liberates you. And I think you have been, doing your absolute utmost. This is what is coming through for me. I'll voice what is coming through, but I feel like you have been doing your absolute utmost to hold on to a higher picture, the bigger vision, and really leaning into trust, even when I think it has potentially been really quite hard to do so. And she rides with wild spirit unbroken. This is almost as though you emerge. It's like that mist being lifted, and like it's wow. You can take flight instead of feeling as though you are. What's actually coming through, I'm just going to voice it because it will be for some, not for all, but hanging by a thread is coming through. I feel as though some of you have felt like some element or area of your life has been hanging by a thread. Now that will be for some, not for all. This is a general reading. So, you know, if it's not resonating with you, to be honest, if the cards are not resonating with you and the messages, it may not be the right reading for you. But, you know, this is, that was coming through very strongly, so I'll voice it. It's connecting to this desert harvest. Okay, I'm seeing these. Let's look at your tarot cards. But I think the message for you initially is I actually think you are about to receive something. Whether it's good news, literally a message, or it is a sign, or a vision, or a something. But it frees you from something that has been feeling almost like, for some of you, like a test of faith. That's what I feel like. Let's look at these, and then I have a second deck as well. You have the Two of Wands. You have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something comes full circle, or something is over. Some of you could even hear that something is about to complete. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, something that, again, look at the trappedness. I think something that has been, where you felt trapped, it's like it comes full circle. We've got the very same sort of dragon here. Here you're trapped by the swords. Here you're outside of the circle and you're liberated. We have the Seeker of Wands. Now this is a fascinating card because this is Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. And this is kind of like the point when she realizes that it's like she had the ruby slippers, and these are magic slippers. And even though she wasn't able to get onto the balloon flight that she hoped she would get onto, and she thought she was trapped. And then she discovered that she could just click her heels together and make a wish and it would happen. This is like, yeah, look at that, Three of Swords. Look at the Dove of Peace coming in. My dearest pile twos, we've got the Two of Swords. Let me put this here. And what else do we have? Six of Hearts, Three of Hearts. I'll just put these to one side. Let me just focus in, because I do feel that you have felt trapped by something, held back by something, a test of faith, holding trust even when you haven't been able to see the way forwards. And what I feel I'm being shown here is that there is a liberation from whatever it was, that almost where you felt that you were a captive, but something is given to you now, whether it is a message or it is some resources. It could well, for many of you, be a message, because the dove is flying in here with a branch. And this reminds me of something that's if a sailor, if sailors were out at sea and they saw a bird in the sky carrying, and they knew it was a land bird rather than a sea bird, they would follow that bird because they know it would only venture so far away from the land, and they would follow it in for sure. It was like really good luck. It was like a bird that would come in, and I believe, even in some biblical stories, a bird, I think with Noah and the ark, a bird arrives with a branch, and they know that land exists. They know that they're going to be able to, find a destination, find where they need to be. So something is coming. It does feel quite magical in its own way. And the message sort of untraps you. It liberates you from a point where you did feel maybe that you were in a place where maybe there's turmoil or conflict. Maybe you yourself, I feel that potentially this card is more showing us you yourself may have done battle, literally within yourself, wondering what would be possible and what wouldn't be possible, or whether something would ever happen or ever move forwards positively. And I think this is a genuinely really positive message. We also have the Three of Hearts, which is the Three of Cups. It's a card of celebration. And the Six of Hearts, the Six of Cups. Also, look at the way they're all helping each other. This is like, maybe somebody also comes along and gives you a helping hand. It could be that you feel you get a message from from somebody that comes along and gives you a helping hand. Look at the way they're all connected. I think this restores your faith in some way if you have been doing battle with trust and your faith. Beautiful souls, do keep me posted in the comments, because I can't reply to all your comments. There are too many, but I do read them, and I'm really, really interested and curious about this. Now, I think this is your message. It's letting you know that good news is coming, but it's very specific in that the energy around it is that it enables you to be free, to feel that you have a bright future, to be able to let yourself ascend to new heights. I think this is a message or something of very, very good news, because you are free, you are liberated from something. That's the message that's coming. You're free to steer your ship and to fly. Let us ask about the week ahead. May we kindly ask about the week ahead. You have the Page of Swords. You have, 2 pages. Okay, so you have the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Then you have the Knight of Cups. How interesting. What an interesting kind of collaboration of energies. Then you have the 6 of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords can also indicate communication, fresh communication, new communication. It can indicate like an idea. But the page, I think something does arrive fairly early in the week, and it enables you to look ahead. And not only look ahead, but take actions forwards, away from, and actions that are moving you away from the trappedness and the difficulty or the stuckness that you have been feeling. Look at that. You have the Queen of Swords. This is a really interesting progression of energy. I think this week you're very much able to take charge of something, of a situation that felt stuck or limited. Or as I said, that trapped is coming in. And I think you can break out of it. I think this feels to me, especially with the Tower card, to be a very, very significant week. It doesn't surprise me in that we are literally still in, at the time of doing the reading, we're still in that equinox energy, which is a real transformational shift. But I think this is big with the Tower card. Wow, it does feel like a really magical piece of information, a message. It could be a something practical. It could even be an invitation that takes you to something. But I feel you'll be celebrating. And it enables you to move something forwards in a powerfully positive way. And I think it will be, I'm almost feeling like I've got a sense of relief around me. Like I could breathe again. So my beautiful souls, I think this is going to be a very powerfully, very positive week in which, and it is a significant change because it moves you from feeling as though you're sort of wistfully dreaming about something to being able to know that that period of waiting is over. This is very exciting. It really, really is. Beautiful souls. I think this is your reading pile too. Now, I'm hoping that you're watching this on YouTube. If you're not, and I have uploaded it to Vimeo anyway, just in case I can't manage to get it uploaded to YouTube, or I will be uploading it to Vimeo just in case because of these problems. But beautiful souls, if you are watching it on Vimeo, well, welcome to the Moon Magic Tarot channel, Moon Magic Weekly Tarot, and do check us out on YouTube if you're new. And thank you all of you. Thank you all of you for connecting in and being here a few days ago. I mean, this is a timeless reading, so if you're watching it in a year, this will be slightly irrelevant. But if you're watching this as I upload it, or indeed even in a year, there'll be events. I have literally just done a collective reading event a few days ago. And that collective, it was live, where we read cards together. So if you're interested in that, do subscribe, press the little bell icon. That way you will never miss, an event or a reading as soon as I upload it. And for anyone watching this at the time of this, my tarot course is half price and It's all about, professional reading. So if you're really interested in learning to read, potentially working as a reader, do check it out. I'll put links below. And yeah, just it's half price, and you can pay in 6 monthly installments at the moment as well, which is makes it really, really affordable. So if that's something that interests you, do check it out. And if you are finding us on Vimeo for the first time, welcome. Maybe I was thinking earlier, actually, what shall I do if I can't upload onto YouTube? And I thought, well, I can leave a notice on YouTube, put a link to Vimeo, and actually maybe there'll be people on Vimeo who might like to, connect with the Moon Magic family, because we are a family, we're a community, and maybe that will, connect us to some new people as well. So welcome everybody, and thank you so much, all of you, for being here and for being you. Tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Dragon Supernatural. You are the Ancient Wise Sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Make sure that is just focusing for you. That's very powerful. So is the blank rune, because the blank rune is like this infinite space of possibility. You have an octopus and also an anchor. I'm very conscious that they both kind of belong under the water. What is that about? Let's find out more. Let's find out what is the immediate message that you need to hear initially. What is the message for you? Okay. You have Grandmother ensures safe crossing. You have tender trust, beloved body. Look at the way they are looking ahead. White mantra mother protects. You have fearless. Gosh, I think you are meant to move forwards fearlessly. I wonder if we can get one more card in. I think we can from this deck. Let's do that. Move forwards fearlessly. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. There is something that you can move forwards with. We have ancestral guardians of light. Wow. Okay. This is all about moving forwards fearlessly with something. Now, what I don't know what this will be. It will mean something very unique to you each. But this is definitely an acknowledgement that you are sitting in a space of absolute possibility. It may be that what you're moving forwards with is something that's slightly unknown to you, a bit like something that's below the depths. Maybe it hasn't been seen before. Is it something very new? There's something for you that you can bring forth. But just in some area of your life, maybe it's an aspect of yourself. But you're being literally guided. Grandmother ensures safe crossing, ancestral guardians of light. And the white mantra mother. You're ever so protected, actually, at the moment as well. Move forwards fearlessly. You're very protected. I'm not sure what the protection is about. Let's find out more. You have the Eight of Wands. Well, that's a very fast card. I wonder if you're being protected because things are happening very fast. Let's have a look at these. You have the Eight of Wands. You have the Seven of Swords. You have the Nine of Crystals. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Rapunzel. Guide of Wands. Room for one more. And I do have a second deck. I think it's both these coming through here, actually. You have the Seeker of Wands. And here we have Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. And then you have the Guide of Swords. Okay, where should we place this? Just here, I think. Okay. My lovely pile threes, I think the reason you're being assured of protection is because I think something is about to move forwards very fast. And hence the anchor. You may actually feel a bit unanchored. You know, when something suddenly, like something you're doing could take off, or anything, something in your world. I just feel like the pace of your world is about to speed up. It may already be speeding up. You may already be feeling like, everything is moving so fast. I feel this is an acknowledgement of some things emerging and happening unbelievably quickly. You may feel like you are juggling a lot of things simultaneously. An octopus has 8 legs, you have 8 wands. You might find that there are lots of different things going on all at once, but you are absolutely being protected. And we have Rapunzel here. I mean, this is the Tower card in a traditional deck. And again, this can change very quickly because Rapunzel was, sitting in her tower, and the evil captor, her evil captor was keeping her there. And then, a prince or whoever it was, the hero of the day, watched and observed and called up, and said, let down your hair, and climbed up and rescued her. We have the Pied Piper of Hamelin here. I wonder if you're going to be caught. There's almost like you're being protected because we've got lightning in the background here. I think your first message, my pile 3, your most immediate one, is to do with the amount of support that is being offered to you, support and protection at a time when I think things can grow and change and shift in your world very, very, very quickly, and probably lots of things simultaneously. I think with this sense of being called, that you're also receiving a message. I feel we're being given one that says, look, this is being guided. Even if it feels as though you're not quite sure, how to remain anchored, I think things are moving fast, but you are being protected, and everything that's taking place is being guided. That I just feel there's a great spiritual depth to this. I do think there's an energy of, beloved body, of really remaining anchored and knowing that you are protected. The blank rune in many ways is like a space of possibility. And it may be with the 7 of Swords that you have been wistfully wondering when something will happen. And the funny thing is, when you wonder if something will ever happen, and then when it happens so fast, your feet aren't touching the ground. I sort of feel it's got that kind of energy about it. I do wonder if for some of you, this sort of calling, this pathway, Dorothy was trying to find her way home. I wonder whether for some of you, there's going to be a very fast change, and it may actually be about finding where you're supposed to be, like your home. You might, if you're in the process of moving, you might move very, very quickly. It might all happen very suddenly. But that sense of belonging, of where you belong, it could be that you move. It could be that, some of you could travel overseas even. But I feel that there's a very big shift, and in your circumstances. I think you've wanted it. It could be connected to finding the people that you belong with. It could be the place that you belong to, or the house or the apartment that you belong to. It could be the group that you belong to. But there's this real sense of you being potentially needing to adapt to circumstances that change very quickly. However, I think the changes are also desired by you. I don't feel they are. If anything, I think you've dreamed of them, and it's the pace at which things move that might feel or leave you feeling a little bit wobbly, like you haven't got your feet on the ground, or you're a bit out at sea. the message that's coming through, I think, is that this change is coming and that you are incredibly protected. I do think, and it's going to happen fast. I mean, if you got a job, you were offered a contract, then you might need to up sticks and move. It could be more than one thing that's happening. That's just a sort of a random thing. But I do feel that whatever this is about, and even in the immediacy of your lives, there's something that is sitting in a space of possibility. And, I also think when we are waiting for something, and stuff is happening, but we're still in the sort of the anticipation of it. We know it's happening. Then I think we can get into the worrying about what it will be like. And actually, this is looking really, really powerfully positive. There's just a huge shift in some way, shape or form. But it could well be location for some of you. We've got lots of little buildings in the distance here. Another one here. The right place to be, the right person to be with, the right people to be with, the right team to be with. There's just a sense of being with the right people, but somehow of maybe of you having a little bit of a wobble in the process, and perhaps because it is happening really fast. But it's looking good. That's what I would say. I think you're going to find that sense of being at home. Let's check in and see about the week ahead. A lot of reassurance is being given to you. Now we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is an interesting card. We have the Ace of Swords and the Star. Gosh, so this is very much about finding that direction. If you genuinely have never felt as though you quite belonged, or you haven't worked out, you haven't found the right team to be in, or the right group to belong to, or whatever it is, there's a real sense of belonging here, finding your way home. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Finding where you fit. Yeah, look at that. We have the 3 of Pentacles, which can sometimes be regarded as teamwork, a group of people that we collaborate with. You have the Knight of Cups. If this is for some of you, if you're looking for love, if you've been looking for, again, the right people, the right place, the right location, wistfully hoping for something, I think it could be coming in. This could be your person with the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of romance here. And you have the Justice card. Now, it's interesting because with the Justice card, I do feel there will be possibly, and also with this scroll here, an opportunity in the coming week to sort of make a decision and commit to something, almost as if an opportunity presents itself. It feels like a whirlwind of change. Somebody riding into your world, someone inviting you to do something, calling you to do something, and it's like an offer of something, whatever it may be. And you may even wonder whether you can really, navigate that level of shift and change so quickly. But the reading is suggesting that you can. That's your first message, and you'll be completely protected. But I do wonder whether this week, or certainly imminently, this is coming through, and somehow there is I think in your heart of hearts, you really know. I think this will be something you've been yearning for. However, because it's a big change, it's a big leap of trust and faith, isn't it? And questioning, can we really do this? Well, I think your reading is suggesting you can, and that a decision can be made about actually sort of committing to this. The Justice card, I always think the Justice card, the saying that comes to mind with it is, we are accountable to ourselves and to God. And I almost feel as though this would be something that, if you didn't seize it, you might regret it later. That kind of energy. Again, that consequences to our actions. Look at that. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. You have, I can't believe this. This is mind-blowing. Talk about that sense of belonging, finding the right team, the right tribe, the right job, the right location, the right home. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This feels like the lottery win on this one. And yet here we have, sitting in the middle, the 9 of Wands, looking very hesitant. And sort of, I almost want to say, get out your own way on this one. That's what this card is really saying to me, I think. Get out your own way. Look at the results. Understandable though, isn't it? Completely understandable if there's a big change and a big shift, really questioning, should we commit to this? Should we do this? But I do think there is an opportunity to commit. I do feel it could connect to your home where you belong, but I think there is some sort of, as I said, it's finding the right people, the right tribe, the right support, the right help. Something moves forwards quickly, but it looks incredibly positive as an outcome. And I understand the wobble and the worry, but truly, I think this is, get grounded, put down an anchor point, look at the possibility that is here in real terms, my pile 3. Beautiful souls. I am sending you all the love in the world. This feels like a very, very big embracing of potential. But you are being so protected through this. You really are. Something very tantalizing, exciting, calling you. How lovely. And a real sense of it being connected to home or the place you belong or the people you belong with. Feels really, really, really delightful. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Now, if you are watching this as I uploaded it, a couple of days ago I did a live collaborative reading where we read our cards together. It was a live event. If you missed it and you would like to be connected, I do these every month. So if you want to make sure that you never ever miss that opportunity, and it's always recorded so you can come back to it later. If you would like to do that, make sure you subscribe and press the little bell icon. That way you should never miss a reading or an event. And if tarot reading is your bag and you're watching this as I'm uploading it, do check out my course because it's currently half price and you can actually pay in 6 monthly instalments. So it's really, really accessible. This is a time-limited offer, so do check it out if it's something that really appeals to you. I am sending you all the love in the world. Beautiful pile 3. Have an amazing week.